10 signs that speak out loudly about vitamin D deficiency. We all have days when we feel absolutely exhausted or sometimes a little down in the dumps. But if you find yourself constantly catching a cold, feeling depressed more often than not, and even losing your hair, you very well might have a vitamin D deficiency. In this video, you'll find out about 10 signs that your body is severely lacking this unique vitamin. If you realize that you have at least some of these symptoms, it's time to take immediate action. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications. That way, you won't miss any of the daily updates coming out on the bright side of life. Like I just said, vitamin D is a totally unique vitamin. Unlike all the others, vitamin D functions like hormones do, and your body produces it from cholesterol. Sure, you can get it from food like other vitamins, but your body also produces it when you spend time in the sun. That's why it's called the sunshine vitamin, and that's what makes it really special. Unfortunately, 40% of Americans don't get enough vitamin D, and 15% of the world's population is deficient. This shocking prevalence is due to a number of factors. First of all, most people aren't getting enough vitamin D in their diet because of unhealthy eating habits. Plus, people spend more time indoors nowadays, and whenever they do go outside, they slather on the sunscreen. Of course, there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself from getting skin cancer, but there is a delicate balance when it comes to sun exposure. We do need it, just not too much of it. What are some signs of vitamin D deficiency? The signs of a vitamin D deficiency are quite subtle, so you might not even notice them until you've already done some real damage. So pay attention to the following symptoms of low vitamin D levels. Number 10, you get sick really often. Vitamin D plays one of the most important roles in your body, keeping your immune system strong. If you have enough of this vitamin, your system can effectively fight off infections and viruses that make you sick. So if you find yourself constantly feeling under the weather, you may have a low level of vitamin D. In recent years, there have been several extended studies that have found a proven connection between vitamin D deficiency and infections of the respiratory tract, such as bronchitis, pneumonia, and the common cold. But that's not all. Other studies have also determined that taking daily vitamin D supplements at a dosage of 4,000 IU, whereas the recommended minimum amount is 1,000 IU, significantly reduces your risk of developing respiratory tract infections. Number 9, you constantly feel tired. While many different things can cause fatigue, vitamin D deficiency is certainly one of them. There was a case involving one woman who suffered from headaches and chronic fatigue. When she had her blood tested, doctors saw that the level of vitamin D in her body was 5.9 nanograms per milliliter, or ng per ml. That's extremely low, since a healthy person typically has no less than 20 nanograms per milliliter. The woman was prescribed the vitamin D supplement, and after some time, her levels increased to as much as 39 nanograms per milliliter, and her tiredness and headaches became a thing of the past. Number 8, you suffer from chronic backache and pain in your bones. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, and you're probably already aware that calcium is crucial for bone health. Therefore, pain in your bones, as well as in your back, may indicate that you're low on vitamin D. In one study, sunshine vitamin helps your bones absorb calcium, which makes them nice and strong. People who suffer from bone loss usually believe that their bodies aren't getting enough calcium, but vitamin D deficiency may in fact be a problem as well. In a 2015 study published in the Journal of Midlife Health, researchers found a connection between low vitamin D levels and bone loss in the 1,100 menopausal and postmenopausal women that participated in the study. Number 6, you have skin problems. We already talked about how low levels of vitamin D negatively impact your immune system. One of the many consequences of a weakened immune system is that your skin cells may start producing more oil. This, of course, can lead to clogged pores and acne. Another skin problem that can result from a shortage of vitamin D in your system is psoriasis, which is a thick layer of dry skin cells that covers some part of your body. In many cases, as soon as people suffering from these issues increase their vitamin D levels, their conditions improve. Number 5, you have problems with excess weight. Yep, go ahead and add weight issues to the long list of signs your body needs more vitamin D. Studies have shown that people who have enough vitamin D lose weight more easily. And those who lack it find it not only harder to get rid of extra pounds, but also easier to put them on. That's because vitamin D acts like a hormone that affects other hormones, including the ones that are responsible for appetite and body fat storage. Number 4, your wounds heal too slowly. Vitamin D boosts the production of special compounds that are vital for the wound healing process. These compounds are basically responsible for forming new skin. Vitamin D also plays a big role in fighting infection and controlling inflammation, both also crucial for proper healing. In a 2012 study on vitamin D and skin repair, patients with leg ulcers saw a 28% decrease in the size of their ulcer after taking a course of vitamin D supplements. Number 3, you have hair loss. If you think that the cause of hair loss is stress or genetics alone, you're in for a revelation. Severe hair loss may be caused by low levels of vitamin D, especially in women and children, as research has shown. Number 2, you have depression. Again, depression can be brought on by tons of different factors, but vitamin D deficiency can't be ruled out, especially for older adults. In fact, 65% of studies on the topic have found a connection between depression and low levels of vitamin D. In most cases, taking vitamin D supplements helped improve the condition, especially when the depression was seasonal. Number 1, you suffer from muscle pains. Like a lot of things on this list, it can be pretty hard to pinpoint the causes of muscle pain. But, yet again, vitamin D deficiency may be one of them. In 2014, researchers at Bern University Hospital in Bern, Switzerland, found that 71% of those who suffer from chronic muscle pain have a shortage of vitamin D. The thing is that vitamin D receptors are present in your nerve cells, which, as you may know, are the things that sense pain. Basically, the less vitamin D there is in the body, the more pain a person feels. It's both interesting and encouraging that taking high doses of vitamin D supplements will likely decrease different kinds of pain in vitamin D deficient people. In a 2015 study involving 120 children with both growing pains and vitamin D deficiency, researchers saw a 60% decrease of pain intensity after the participants took just a single dose of this vitamin. Which groups of people have a higher risk of vitamin D deficiency? People who are more prone to or at a high risk of developing a vitamin D deficiency include adults aged 55 and older, office workers who spend most of their time indoors, people with darker complexions, those who have inflammatory bowel disease, people who exclude fish or dairy products from their diet, people who have a high percentage of body fat, those who live far from the equator and don't get enough sunlight throughout the year, those who overuse sunscreen. If you belong to any of these groups, be sure to see your doctor and have your vitamin D levels checked regularly. Why is vitamin D so important? The short answer is that it's extremely important. If you're vitamin D deficient, but you're not aware, or perhaps you know about it, but you don't care to remedy the situation, it will progress and can lead to some nasty problems, including soft bones in children and misshapen bones in adults. Different types of cancer, like prostate, breast, or colon cancer. Cardiovascular, autoimmune, or neuromuscular diseases. Diabetes. Chronic pain. Osteoporosis. So if you think you might have low vitamin D levels, get checked out at your doctor's ASAP. It's not something to be taken lightly. Which foods are rich in vitamin D? Besides getting enough sun and taking vitamin supplements, you can also get it from the following vitamin D-rich products. Fatty fish, such as salmon, as well as herring and sardines. Cod liver oil contains a whopping 450 IU of vitamin D in just 1 teaspoon. Canned tuna will provide you with not only vitamin D, but also vitamin K and niacin. Oysters are low in calories and rich in nutrients, including vitamin D. Shrimp contains both vitamin D and useful omega-3 fatty acids. Mushrooms synthesize vitamin D when they're exposed to UV light. And of course, you can't go wrong with dairy products. Now that you know what to look for, do you think you have a vitamin D deficiency? Do you know any other symptoms of different vitamin deficiencies? Tell us in the comments below. Give this video a like if you found it useful, and be sure to share